Both are brave, adventurous and tolerant and have the ability of quick thinking. Phileas Fogg is precise and determined. He has the power of adjustment and perseverance. Passepartout is loyal, obedient and honest. He accompanies Phileas Fogg in the journey around the world. He is comic and becomes dear to the readers with his good sense of humor. Fourth question. Write about the relation of Phileas Fogg and Passepartout. This question is like the third question. Phileas Fogg is the protagonist of the novel Around the World in 80 Days. Passepartout is the newly appointed French valet of Phileas Fogg. Passepartout is loyal, honest and obedient towards his master. He accompanies Phileas Fogg in the journey around the world. Both face all the obstacles in the journey bravely. Phileas Fogg treats him as a companion. When Fogg is arrested, Passepartout thinks that he is the cause of his misfortune and weeps till he is blind. When the Indian princess Aouda proposes Fogg, Passepartout goes to engage the clergyman and then comes to know that it was Sunday and not Monday the following day. And he makes haste to make Phileas Fogg reach the Reform Club London in the scheduled time, and then Phileas Fogg wins the bet. Next question. Write the importance of Aouda's proposal to Phileas Fogg in winning the bet. This question can be asked by another way also. Write about the happy ending of the novel Around the World in 80 Days. In both the questions, the answer is same. See the answer. Though Phileas Fogg loses bet, Aouda proposes him for marriage and he joyfully agrees. Passepartout goes to engage a clergyman to notify their marriage. There he finds that the next day is Sunday and not Monday. Means they had reached London in the scheduled time and thus won the bet. If Aouda had not proposed Phileas Fogg and suggested the marriage, Passepartout would not have gone to the Reverend and Phileas Fogg would not have noticed that he has won the bet. The novel ends happily with the marriage of Phileas Fogg and Aouda. This answer is also for the question, write about the happy ending of the novel Around the World in 80 Days. The next question, state the difference of one day in counting in the novel Around the World in 80 Days. Phileas Fogg thought that he had lost the bet because he had arrived London late. But in reality, he had reached on time. Actually, he had gained one day because he had travelled constantly eastward. So, the days therefore diminished for him as many times, 4 minutes, as he crossed degrees in this direction. 360 degrees on the circumference of the earth multiplied by 4 times gives 24 hours, means 1 day. It means that Phileas Fogg, going eastward, saw the sun pass the meridian 80 times, while his friends saw it pass the meridian 79 times. Thus, there was the difference of 1 day in counting. Next question. Write about the sudden twist in the novel Around the World in 80 Days. Detective Fix arrests Phileas Fogg in the charge of bank robbery and shuts him up in the custom house in Liverpool. But when he comes to know that Fogg is not a robber, he releases him. Taking a special train, Fogg reaches London. Fogg thinks that he has missed the deadline and hasn't reached London in time, and thus he has lost the wager, means bet. But there is a sudden twist in the climax of the novel. In reality, he has reached a day earlier. He has got 24 hours as he had travelled eastward continuously within the 80 days. Phileas Fogg wins the wager and also finds himself a worthy, charming and beautiful wife, Aouda. It means he had thought that he had lost the bet, but he had won the bet and also he gets a beautiful wife, Aouda. Thus the novel ends happily.